What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to TP Ravens Media, bringing Ravens content every single day. If you want to stay up to the Ravens content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. Hit the notification bell if you want to get notified every single time I upload a brand new video. Before I get into this video, there's a chance my camera turns off and it'll just kind of show the TTP logo in the middle. You'll still be able to see it. I'll try and turn it back on. For some reason today, my camera just keeps turning off. I've tried to record it a few times. It keeps turning off. I'm going to try and figure out a solution because it's pretty annoying. So I apologize if that happens. But before I get into the video, I just want to say, make sure to come to the live stream before and after the Chiefs game. We'll start an hour before. We're going to bring on a Chiefs fan before the game. We're going to talk with AJ. If you've been a longtime viewer of the channel, you'd know AJ is a Chiefs fan. We talked to him after the Orlando Brown Jr. trade and stuff like that. A lot of fun. A lot of the viewers liked him. Don't worry, he's not like a super cocky. He's a fun guy to talk with. So should be a lot of fun. And then we'll obviously be streaming right after the game ends. Should be a lot of fun. But in today's video, what I wanted to talk about was, is John Harbaugh on the hot seat? Because a lot of people have been calling out this coaching staff. And I've seen a lot of people blaming Greg Roman. And that's been a couple of years. Then, last week, it was all about Wink Martindale. And I know a lot of people have been frustrated with the way he runs his defense. He builds it out of blitzing and playing, man coverage. And it's not really working. It has struggled against Mahomes. And people have been calling that out. And one of the biggest things that I see is people recognize and they say, you know what, John Harbaugh isn't willing to make changes, whether that's in the game or that's outside and looking at the coaching staff and recognizing Greg Roman and recognizing the Wink Martindale and things like that. And I'm not saying I think John Harbaugh should be fired. I don't think he should. However, if by the end of the year nothing's happened, and this isn't saying, when I say by the end of the year if nothing's happened, I'm not saying if the Ravens miss the playoffs, they have to fire Harbaugh. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying if Harbaugh doesn't make changes, if Harbaugh doesn't make any changes and he keeps doing the same thing, because the Ravens have done the same thing 3 years in a row. They really have. That's been their entire thing. They go out there, they run the same offense, they try and blitz on defense. And when nothing's working, they continue to do the same thing. Harbaugh's not making those changes, and he's not getting the coordinators to make those changes. He's not changing coordinators. That's been the problem with Harbaugh, is he doesn't want to fire his buddies. And so if at the end of this year, I'm not saying, like I said, the Ravens are dealing with injuries. So if they go 7-9 or 7-10 now, because it's a 17-game season, but there seems to be like, oh, hey, he's making changes. They're trying different things. I'm okay with that. It's the insanity of doing the exact same thing every single time and expecting it to work. The Ravens have played the Chiefs the exact same times the last couple times they've played them, and it doesn't work because they're not running. They're sticking with the same Greg Roman system and the same Wink Martindale blitzing system that doesn't work against the Chiefs. And we'll see what they're able to do on Tuesday night or tomorrow night. I'm sorry, in 2 nights. Wow, I'm really messing up my time perception right there. But overall, it just comes down to what he's willing to do, because in the last couple of years, we've talked about this on live stream. People have commented it. Who's been the only person making changes? It hasn't been a Harbaugh. Hasn't been Roman. Hasn't been Wink. It's been Eric DaCosta. He's recognized, hey, this defense isn't as good as what it should be. Well, let's go get Marcus Peters. Hey, we need a little bit more pass rush. Well, let's try and get Calais Campbell. Hey, you know what? We need to up the passing game. Oh, well, let's draft Rashad Bateman. Let's sign Sammy Watkins. Let's draft Tylan Wallace. Let's do all these things. And I'm not saying Eric DaCosta is perfect. He didn't get an offensive tackle. He tried to get Alejandro Villanueva. At least he tried. But unfortunately, it doesn't look like it's working out. I'm not counting it out, but the likelihood that it works out is slim. But he's at least trying. And that's something that I want to see. So I expect Eric DaCosta to probably try and make a trade this offseason. Like, he's signing Le'Veon Bell. He's signing Devontae Freeman. He's signing Latavius Murray. He's going out and he's trying to make trades. Like, he's trying to make this team as best as possible. Harbaugh and Roman are just going out there and doing the same exact thing. And that's where it comes down to, is Harbaugh on the hot seat? Because if he's not getting rid of Greg Roman, I think that absolutely puts Harbaugh on the hot seat, and that makes it very difficult for the Ravens to evaluate where they are moving forward. I mean, that's just really how it is. And so, I don't know. I'm very torn on it. There's so many things to go over. I kind of just want to see what you guys think about Harbaugh being on the hot seat, because I know a lot of people have very strong feelings about it. But I like Harbaugh. I know he's a player's coach. He really helps build up this locker room presence. But at the same time, the Ravens could possibly benefit from a guy that can come in as the head coach and say, I know exactly what I want to do with Lamar Jackson. Because they can, when they go into hiring head coaches, they can say, hey, what's your plan for Lamar? And they will have a plan. Whether he goes to the college ranks and finds a coach, or he goes to NFL and maybe he tries to get Bieniemy or whoever. Eric DeCosta looking for a guy. He can say, what do you want to do with Lamar? Because Harbaugh doesn't really know. He knows that Greg Roman has a plan. That's really what he's got. He's like, I hope Greg's got it. Like he's like, yeah, I don't want Lamar to run that much. I want Lamar to be a focal point. But Greg Roman's the one running that. Greg Roman, how would you want to run Marlon Humphrey? How would you want to run Odafe Away? Those are the types of things that we can we could ask a coach, whether we get an offensive or defensive head coach or another player's coach. It's just one of those things that the team should consider. And I really want to know what you guys think. So make sure to comment down below what your guys' thoughts are on John Harbaugh, on Roman, on Wink, on that whole situation. Are they all on the hot seat? Is it just Roman? Is it just Wink? Is it just Harbaugh? Is it all of them? Let me know in the comment section down below, because I think all of them are. I don't think Wink's as much on the hot seat, but I think Roman and Harbaugh are definitely on the hot seat. And Harbaugh's on the hot seat because Roman has been on the hot seat for a very long time. But thank you everybody for watching. Subscribe for daily Ravens content. Sorry for the shorter video. I just don't want the camera to turn off. Hopefully it works for the live stream and stuff like that. But thank you everybody for watching. Subscribe, and I'll see all of you again tomorrow.